Hi, in this section, we're going to talk about best practices when purchasing AWS commitments. Let's dive in. The first tip is to diversify them. So for Fargate Lambda and for ADS Redshift, Elasticsearch, Elasticsearch, and others like SageMaker, you only have one choice. But for EC2, you have two choices. First is using compute savings plans, and the second one is using EC2 instance savings plan, which gives you the better discount, but you have to specify for each one of them the instance family and the region. So it's good to mix between them. You can do 50% if you want, depending on the maturity of your organization. The goal here is to minimize the risk. You can also mix the term. So for compute savings plans, you will take 3 years because it will always apply to something. But for EC2 instance savings plans, maybe 1 year is better because maybe you can after upgrade this instance. So second tip is to always right size and upgrade before committing. For example, if you want to commit for M5 dot large, if you commit for 3 years and then in year 1 or year 2, you are upgrading your M5.large instance to M6 or M7, then it will not be covered anymore by the EC2 instance savings plans, but it will still be by the compute savings plans. To minimize the risk, you can also purchase multiple commitments over time, like every quarter. So this is called rolling savings plans instead of a single monolithic one. So for example, here you have Q0, Q1, Q2, which are quarters. So every 3 months, and you can get here each savings plan. So this is savings plan 1, and you can see that this is savings plan for 1 year only. So you can see that this one here will go down and will be over at Q4. And this allows us to directly follow the cost usage. Then you have to measure the risk versus the discounts, because the financial risk of committing to an AWS savings plans or reserved instance can be significant if usage predictions are inaccurate. So, for example, you take here the Linux M5 large EC2 instance, and you get the two different type of commitments with EC2 instance plans and compute savings plans. This is the on-demand price hourly, and this is for 1 year no upfront, 1 year with some upfront, 1 year with all upfront, and finally 3 years with no upfront here. So you can see that for each time, EC2 savings plans gets a better discount. This one you will pay more than this one. Okay? You can say, okay, I'm gonna save a lot of money if I take 3 years for EC2 savings plans. But let's say in year 2, you are upgrading all your M5.large fleet to M6. Then they won't be covered anymore by those commitments. But if you bought the compute savings plans, they will still be covered. First rule here is to not purchase 3 years commitments for all instance types. Also, you should not overcommit. So you don't want to have 100% coverage, meaning you have to give security space for right sizing. And also, never buy in advance. Always be a little behind, so do not buy commitments before starting your instances. Last best practices, so you can save more when you purchase from the management account. So here in your AWS organization, you have your management accounts. So you should not have any EC2 instances in this one. And let's say you purchase one compute savings plans, then it will flow under the higher savings rates. So let's say the higher savings rate is 1 in EC2 in this member account. It will go into this one. And let's say the second higher discount will be in another member account, then it will flow into this one. And that way you're gonna save more money. Then also monitor regularly the coverage and utilization reports. So last day is crucial. You can have a better coverage here into the management account and see it from that account. Also, if utilization is under 100%, you have to look at uncovered instances into the breakdown and see if you can change instance type to match the unused commitment. Also, you can get alerted by emails when commitments expire. They can also be renewed automatically. And lastly, if you purchase a wrong commitment, you can contact immediately the AWS support and they can switch or cancel your savings plans or reserved instance.